All right, so here we are, June 6, 2023, quick garden tour. And as you can see in here, there's rain falling. This has been exceptionally wet for Colorado this year. So first things first, move my dead lawnmower. Haven't really cleaned up the garden a whole bunch, but here's our current bush. Coming back bigger and better. And then I scattered some peas, and I just transplanted some thyme, chamomile, cilantro in this, but I'm growing the peas up. We did lose one of the roses this year, but got peas and some carrots. There's gonna be a whole lot of roses on that bush. More peas, more carrots. And I did cover this with clover and tomato that wasn't doing so hot. So I decided to keep the herbs in pots. These are all thistles and weeds I've pulled out. I gotta clean up and get in the compost. But I've cleaned up some. I still got a long ways to go. So I got a couple different herbs. Got chamomile, dill, basil, thyme, couple mints, and then I planted some of my cabbages. This is the garlic I planted in the fall. It's coming up nicely. And then these are potatoes, and in with the potatoes I planted some bean plants. Not sure how that's all going to work out for me, but I spread out some seeds in here for beans. I mean, they're growing, so we'll see if that happens. And then I got a mint, more thistle I got to get rid of. Got a couple of strawberry plants doing quite well. Lots of volunteer lettuce. This is a pepper plant that needed a home. Then I got an elderberry bush here. Just one of them survived. It's doing quite well. I got some tomatoes growing this year. This is the first time I tried tomatoes in a while. Another pepper plant. I kind of skipped over it, but I got my blackberry bush, which is starting to spread out and really take over, which is what I wanted it to do. I planned it with that intent to take over along the fence row. I'll find a new place for firewood. Yeah, there's some dill. These are all things I started from seed. These are all onions I started from seed in here. I've overdone it with the onions a little bit. Got another cabbage plant. Got some volunteer spinach and some more lettuces. This was lettuce I planted way early. It didn't do anything, and now it's coming up. Dill. More onion that I started from seeds, along with carrots in there. I didn't think the carrots were gonna do anything, so I overseeded it. These were onion sets, so these larger ones. I replanted that. There's the thyme, more dill, oregano. Got another raspberry. This one's a Lantham raspberry. It was all but gone, I thought, the year I planted it, and it keeps coming back. And then I got squash, zucchini, cantaloupe, and summer and winter squash, acorn squash in there, in these little potholes that I dug out and then put a little bit of topsoil in. Got some beans, radishes, some kale growing in there, mostly lettuce, more onions. I really overdid it. These aren't onions, these are leeks. So I do have leeks and garlic, which is nice. Got another rose bush back there between this bed and the chicken coop. And then we got another raspberry. This one's a Black Hawk black raspberry, and we got lots and lots of blooms on it, so I'm hoping to see. This is a grape plant that I've given up on. This thing's getting older and older, and it decided to come up. Last year it took a year off. And here's another grape. These are the Donchenet or Donchenac grapes I planted many years ago. I had a lot more plants, but 2 of them made it. I've moved them a couple times, so some of it's my fault. This is a peach tree we got a few years ago as a little stick, and thought it had died at one point. I mean, summers here can be brutal. And then 2 apple trees we found at the beginning of the season, weren't much more than sticks. And we got those growing. And then this raspberry had gone away completely, and I gotta be careful not to mow them, but this one's called an Autumn Bliss raspberry. It was planted as a 2-year-old vine. I'm not sure any of the original plants there anymore. Those might be shoots. Here's another raspberry. This one's a Cumberland Black raspberry. I put the tags on the fences so I can remember which one's which. And trying to get that to grow. But that's the garden update for you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. It's not much going on. A lot of weeding needs to be done. I got thistle everywhere. I've been pulling it up by the roots, so it takes a long time to get areas clean. Just a day ago, this whole area was covered with that pile there and another pile around. I took some of it to compost. Hoping to have squash to show you next time. All right, well, thank you for watching. Have a good day.